You, Dr. Mina.
Okay, so good evening, everyone, and welcome to today's Positive Mindset Institute. As you all know, I'm Meda Kafuchoni here with my brother in growth, Coach Jerome Agoyon. Thank you all for taking this time to invest in your personal growth. Tonight's conversation is simple, right? Yet it's life shaping. What do you really want in your life? Not what others expect of you, not what you think you should want, but what you truly and precisely desire in life. And as um, usual, we study Napoleon Hill's book, Think and Go Rich. And in this book, Hill reminds us that every achievement begins with a burning desire for something definite. We must fix it in our minds, write it down, and read it daily until it becomes a part of us. And that's the foundation of all lasting success. This evening, we are um, very honored to have Coach Jerome guide us deeper into this powerful principle, this so important topic. I invite you seriously to listen actively. Take notes if you wish, and I will recommend that. And reflect on how you can apply these tools in your own journey for greater success. With that, let's just warmly welcome Coach Jerome and let's start the party. Thank you.
Thank you so much, my dear Dr. Mida, for your warmest and kind words of introduction. I'm very honored and very excited to be here with you all. And I want to take a moment and say a big thank you to all of people who join us, all of the attendees. I can see new faces. Please, if it is possible, you can turn on your camera because it is the best way to not only release energy but to be in a great connection, right? So I highly recommend that if it is possible for you, don't hesitate to turn on your camera, right? And I was saying that I I saw new faces here, Mrs. Berepa, Mrs. Ichitia, etc., etc. So welcome, welcome, welcome. You are in the right place at the right time because what we be saying here, I'm gonna guarantee you, it will serve you greatly, and it is only for your good, for your success, but a lasting success. Um, you know what? How how did we come to this topic, right? It 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 seemed very simple, but let me tell you, it is so profound, like Dr. Mida said. Uh, I went for a walk, one of this evening, and uh, I was reflecting on the topic we're gonna talk about this Saturday. And my goodness, I just got an idea. I I wonder how many people are going off track. Like success is a pathway, success is a direction, it is a road that you take. But I made a simple observation, which turned to be the starting points, okay, or the core foundation of this topic. You may take a look around your environment, and you will come to realize that the number of people who are going off track, they are not succeeding at all. Why? First of all, they have the worst definition about success. Secondly, they do not know what they really want. They are just going after success. They are chasing success, right? And you may relate to that. See, like, I want to ask you a question. This session is going to be so profound. And I want you to be really honest with yourself because we'll make a brief fool. If you are seriously honest with yourself, you're gonna get the answers you were seeking for such a long time. So take an honest look, okay, at every walk of your life and tell me honestly if you are really succeeding, if you are happy, if you enjoy life. Most of the time, the response is no. The answer is no. So this is something you need to get rid of. This is something you need to shift forever. You need to shift. You need to make such a bold decision. This is a quantum leap decision. And you need that. Because what do you really want? What do you really want? What do you really want? You see, this simple question can take you 1 to 3 years to get answered. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I took 3 years to get this question answered. Honestly, I want to be honest with you. 3 years. Believe me, every single day when I wake up, I should ask myself, what do I really want in terms of professional career, in terms of relationship, in terms of health, in terms of finances, in terms of social life, and so on. And the list goes on, right? So you want to be crystal clear about every walk of your life, every aspect of your life before expecting something great to happen in your life. Otherwise, with all going on this world, you're going to get off track. Believe me, you're going to get off track. Can if you are, those of you who are Christian, before Jesus performed any miracle, he used to ask one question, no matter who you are, no matter who was uh, the person seeking for miracle. He will always ask, what does the person want before performing any miracle? Now think about it. Jesus himself always asked, even though he saw the person in great hardship, suffering, the first thing Jesus did was, what do you really want? He never performed a miracle, a wonder miracle. No, he always asked the want before performing any miracle. I got to read the Bible several times, and this aspect of the Holy Scriptures struggled me. I wonder, why is it that he always asks such a question? Because he saw, he was present, and he was seeing that the person was suffering from maybe disease or from evil, etc., etc. But why is it that he had to ask before performing the miracle? This simple case showed that without a clear, it showed that want is the prerequisite for any success, for any successful undertaking in this life. Without a clear decision, not decision, without once, you're not going to get relevant things, meaningful things in your life. You're not going to get your life turned around. This is so true. And Napoleon Hill will say, whatever the mind can conceive and believe it can achieve. Why is it that wanting is the prerequisite of all achievement in this life? I found the answer in the quotation of Robert Harley. Robert Harley said, in the absence of clearly defined goals, we become extremely loyal to performing the daily trivia until we become enslaved by it. And that's what most of people are doing. That's what they're doing. They're just drifting. They're going to no direction. They're just drifting. They're getting by because they lack wanting. They do not know what they do want. Clearly, you're going to put in tiny details, every aspect of your life, because you deserve it. You deserve to get things. You deserve to craft. You deserve to clearly design your life before it happens. Life will never happen by accident. Never, ever. If I ask you to take one area of your life and tell me clearly what do you want, I'm not sure that you're going to give a clear answer. I know by experience. I know. You might be saying, oh yes, I want this, I want that, but it's vague desires. Your desires are not precise. It will be vague. Most of all will say in vague terms. But none of us, I mean, apart from few exceptions, and I'm including, I know, I'm not saying that to impress you, but I'm saying to put, to press upon you. I know clearly what I want in life, in all walks of my life. Clearly, I wrote it down, right? Wanting, it is the prerequisite for all achievement in this life. Because if you do not want clearly something, if you do not desire your life, it will happen by default. It will happen by default. And you wonder, why is it that you always purchasing health, relationship, money, success, etc., etc. And I think it is so important to define success. Really, it is really important to define success. Every one of us want to be successful. That's why you're here. That's why you joined this webinar, because there is a burning desire for success, that you want to get results that stick. You want it, truly. And you're ready to invest your time, to invest yourself fully to make it happen. But it is not sufficient. It is good. But you need to know to measure your progress. You need to know what success is about. Aaron Tangle said that success is a progressive realization of the worldly ideal. What is your ideal? Ideal is an idea you fall in love with. Like you want it, you really want it. So in every aspect of your life, you're gonna ask yourself, I am progressing, I am realizing Okay? Worldview, it is a progressive realization. I am realizing progressively the idea that I fall in love with. That's the big question. In every aspect of your life, because you deserve it. You deserve good life. And it is within your reach. It is within your reach. You just need to tap into your higher faculties, your future self, God within you, to discover that you are a mine of gold. Actually, you are a mine of gold, but you are ignorant about your inner resources that you can harness to really unleash your potential, your full potential. It is always within your reach. Always. When you clearly design your life, and you are committed to make it happen, then the universe itself takes charge of it and make things, circumstances, environments. Conspires to make things happen for your good. It does. It truly does. Right? So you cannot afford to miss out on the occasion or the opportunity to design your life. Design your life is an art that you're gonna learn. You're gonna learn it. And Erland Tagore also said that we become what we think about most of the time. You know, most of the time, what you think about most of the time is your wanting. It is your wanting. You frequently think about it. I'm gonna ask you, okay, to
Kindly,
yes, I did it. I did it. Oh my gosh. Yes, it is done, right? Thank you very much for joining us, okay? We're very excited to have you online, this unprecedented webinar. We're talking about how you need to design your life. What do you really want? So we've broken down the formula for you that you can put into action and get results. Not Napoleon. Ellen Taylor said that we become what we think about most of the time. And it is so true. So what happens if you lack design your life? You think about what other people, I mean, compel you to think about, right? So if you let your life design by others people, you're gonna make it happen, not your dreams, but theirs. That's the tragedy. That's the drama of life. You sit down and you get out a piece of paper with a pen and you design your life like that. And if you are bold enough, if you take irrevocable and my committed decision, my goodness, it will happen. It is all about energy. Success is all about energy. And you know what? Over the years, I've realized that success has its own pathway, its own direction. And my goodness, I took some bold decisions. Okay, I reached promptly bold decision way back in 2021. And when I take a look back, I am it is just I I can't even understand. I said if I didn't take those decisions, what would I have become in my life? Yes. So I would have been in another place, another environment. So life is unfolding according to daily decision we are making. That's why Neil Donald Walsh said that there is no blackboard in the sky where it is written, Jerome Agoyon, Hansel, living in the first part of the 21st century, and the remaining part is blank. So Neil Donald was seeking the blackboard where God could have written his mission, his purpose in life. But when when I look at the sky, there is no blackboard. There is no blackboard in the sky where it is written my mission, my purpose. So the mission I'm here to accomplish is the one I assigned to myself. And it is so true for you as well, right? So let's really think about the gifts life represents for us. We have one life, so far as we know, one life. And last time I was watching uh, Les Brown, and he said something that hits me deeply. He said he wanna live fully. He wanna live at the fullest and die empty. Wow! He wanna live fully and die empty. It just resonated with me. But to make that happen, we have to design our life. And I was saying that what will happen if I didn't make those choices, those bold decisions? And you may ask yourself the same questions. Take an honest look at on one area of your life when you notice growth or progress, and ask yourself what happened. The starting point of all achievement, as Napoleon Hill said, it is wanting. And you will have realized that the progress you enjoy now happened because you decide differently. You made a bold decision. This is the starting point. That's why people say that it is foolish to expect the same results, okay, with the same choices, the same decisions. If you want to get results that are different, you need to decide differently. You need to change the way you decided. You need to change your decisions. You need to change your choices, because our whole life is based on decisions, wanting, designing our life, choices, daily choices. Like you have decided to be anywhere else than being here. You here with us online. You have decided to be anywhere else than being here. So it is a decision you made. It is a wanting that you express. So the same principles applies to life. And once you make the decision, you can take care of, your thinking pattern. But not only your thinking pattern, the kind of opportunity that come to you. Because sometimes and this is very often, it happens often, when you make bold decision, opportunities will come to you, which will get you off track, the direction you decided to follow. Yes, and you got to be aware of it. You got to be aware of it. Like if you are in a position that you're not really enjoying, it's just a random example I want to take. But you're not enjoying, but you decided uh, to create something big, to launch something big, right? Which will help you to become free, financially free, okay, to enjoy your life, to have a certain quality of life, and be be really free, okay? But if you are stick to the trends, right? To your comfort zone, you're not gonna make it happen. But once you decided to make it happen and pass through the Toro barrier, right, which goes along with a certain adversities. If you are so bold and pass through them, then you're gonna start enjoying. But you will forget that it is because it is based on the decision you made. And that's why I I don't know if you know about Thomas Edison. He said that our greatest weakness lies in giving up. Giving up. Our greatest weakness lies in giving up. The most certain way, he continues, the most certain way to succeed is always to try just one more time. Try it out. Give it a try. One more time. I am I am so convinced about that. That's going to happen. If you really decided to make it happen, it's going to happen. Because it is always within your wish. Always. It's just to be unfold. And the way will be shown itself. It is not your duty to get concerned about how it's going to happen. This is another pitfall, another trap. The biggest obstacle prevent us from wanting.
Sorry, Sayawu,
The
thank you.
biggest, it is the biggest obstacle preventing us from wanting design our life is just because we don't know how it's going to happen. That's only the limit, the barrier. That's only the obstacle. We're so concerned about how it's going to happen. This is the only obstacle. Otherwise, all of us we desire a better life. I know within you, I know you have wild goals. Within you, you want them to get expressed. But your only limitation, your only biggest concern is you asking yourself, you wonder how it's going to happen. But I'm going to tell you something. You don't know how it's going to happen. You don't know how it's going to happen. Because God works in miraculous ways. You don't need to know how. The way will be shown itself. But you need to get decided. You need to be bold. Because nothing will happen until you are faithful, until you have a robust faith. That's why Jesus will say, your faith save you. Go. Your faith save you. And I remember a doctor came to me. He asked me, I want this position because he was struggling, really struggling. to get by. He really was struggling and was suffering, and I can feel it. And I said, you know what? And he said, oh, Jerome, I am trying to make it happen. I am trying, but it is not manifesting. And I said, you lack faith. Why? Because you do not take irrevocable decision. You want to be uh, where you are, okay, but and enjoy, not enjoy. You want to be in your comfort zone and make it happen. No, it won't happen. First step to take is to to leave, to get rid, to let go of your comfort zone completely. Life is a beautiful adventure. We need to explore, right? We need to leverage our experience here. But the first step is to get out of the comfort zone and be so bold. It is not easy. I may understand that it is really not easy. But I told him, if you do not get out from your comfort zone, I'm gonna guarantee you nothing will happen. I'm gonna tell you the truth. And he said, yes, I found the answer. Yes. I said, this is the answer for you. You need, because being in your comfort zone and expecting different results is a total expression of a lack of faith. You are not faithful. You can never be in your comfort zone and expect different results. It is just not possible. And universe, our beautiful, perfect universe, will never grant you uh, anything that you do not build your faith about. No. If you get something that you do not have total faith in it, if you get it, sooner or later, the universe will take it away from you. It is so clear. It is so clear and so misunderstood. So true. Never try to get something without building your faith in it. If you get it today, tomorrow, because it doesn't belong to you. Right? Universe, it is in a perfect order. Perfect order. It's always, and it is fair, always working, okay, perfectly. So I gave him this idea, this advice, and I told him, if you act accordingly, I'm gonna guarantee you that you're gonna get results. You know what? He got results. He got. He left everything. It is so bold. I'm not saying that you need to quit your job. No, I'm not saying that. But I'm saying that you need to build strong foundation of faith to back up your desire. And sooner or later, the universe will conspire and make it happen for you. But if you are living in your comfort zone and waiting for things to change, then you fool the universe. Okay? You are just lying to yourself. You are lying to yourself. And you're not going to make it happen. So our greatest weakness lies in giving up. The most certain way to succeed is always to try just one more time. So most of the time, opportunity will come. But if opportunity are not in the right alignment of your desires, of your goals, of your wanting, you're not going to go for them. It is so difficult to say that. Believe me, it is difficult. I will have gotten out of track from this path if I accepted any kind of opportunity. sometimes opportunities are trapped, are paid for if you do not pay attention. So that's what is happening. That's what is happening. Because if you do not design your life clearly, you're not going to recognize, okay, the opportunity which are in the same alignment of your goals, because life will happen to you by default. But if you do this rigorous exercise, okay, and you really stick to it, you make irrevocable decision, you do not lack faith, but you are so committed, my goodness, you're gonna wonder, I mean, you're gonna enjoy the wonders of the universe. That's it. It is truly magnificent. This is the secret. I'm gonna add something because it is really powerful. One thing is sure, you're gonna make sure that your story is far from over. Your story is far from going over. No, it's not going to be over. It is not possible. You got to believe in your good. You truly got to believe in your good. Believe that something beautiful, something magical, meaningful will come out from you. Because God within you want to express himself greatly. You don't need to settle for the minimum. You want to dream big. My goodness. Imagination. Imagination is greater than knowledge. This is said by Albert Einstein. He said that imagination is greater than knowledge. So you gotta imagine, you gotta believe that something powerful, creative will come out from you. And it doesn't care. I mean, it doesn't care. Don't. It doesn't. This is not a problem if you you are spending a lot of time on it. No. The timing doesn't matter. The perfect timing, it's belong to the universe. The right timing, when the right timing will happen, things will unfold for you. So what do you really want in terms of health? What do you really want in terms of professional career? What do you really want in terms of relationship? What do you really want in terms of social life? What do you really want? What do you really want? What do you really want? What kind of children do you want to have? Yes. What kind of environment do you want to live in? You can draft, you can design your life so beautifully. And you make your wish list. And day after day, months after months, years after year, they will come through one by one. They will come through one by one to enrich your life. And when you make something, you make the first goal manifest, it will build, okay, it will increase your faith in wanting more, getting more. You're not greedy. It is your right. Success is our birthright. So any one of us should be successful. Otherwise, what we are here, what we'll be doing here on the earth, if we're not successful. And you're not going to tell me that God made a mistake by creating you. No. No. You're not going to accept that. God created you for a purpose, which is your purpose. And he is the one he's committed to see you success, to see you become successful. And he is eager to see you become successful, because that's the best way for you to contribute to positively to the humankind. So make the decision from this moment on to design your life in every aspect. Design it. Sit down, take your pen and a piece of paper and write it down clearly what you really want. And don't care about your environment, because people will get you discouraged. They will distract you. And they will ask you, who do you think you are to get those things done? You can say that you are God's child and you are capable of achieving anything. You can do too. It is possible. We need to become aware of our infinite potential to make everything happen. And we want to be really dedicated to become successful, because this is the only way to make our life meaningful, creative, enjoyable. So I'm gonna foster you to. I even want you to get involved in a kind of exercise where you're gonna take the floor and tell me what you really want. Uh, uh, in every aspect of at least one aspect of your life. But if you can do it right now, you're gonna set a timeline and get this exercise done. Because without that, I'm gonna guarantee you're not going to become successful. You may be you may be, enjoying temporary success. Okay, yeah. One day you succeed, the other day you get down. Okay, yes, but that's not really success. And if you want to be successful, you want to be free. You want to be free. You want to be the master of your time and enjoy it. And Dr. Dale once, Dale, yes, Dr. Werner said, he said, if I want to be free, I want to be me. If I have to be free, I got to be me. Not the me that you think I have to be. Not me, my environment think I have to be. Not me, my wife think I have to be. Not me, my children think I have to be. If I want to be free, I got to be me. So getting to be you is expressing your wild dreams. And turn off every source of discouragement, every source of unworthiness, people who project on you that you're not worthy of accomplishing anything. You need to turn off those sources of information which are not helping you at all, but holding you back from your goals. Okay? So the major exercise I wanted to do, and I truly want everyone to do that, is to design your life. No matter the amount of time it will be taking, but you need to design your life clearly in all walks of your life. And you're going to measure your progress. Like Arnold Taylor said, success is a progressive realization of what the idea. You can, from time to time, ask yourself if you are progressing or not. Then if you need to adjust your plans, etc., you will have a clear view, okay? You will have a clear view about what is going on in your life. So I think I'm gonna pause here for Q&A time, okay? Question and answer. And probably Dr. Meda, my dear and perfect co-host, my partner, my friend, my brothers, yes. probably want to add something about this great topic because he's very, very experienced. He's talented, creative guy. He's a creative genius. Can you imagine that? He's a creative genius, and I truly appreciate him. He's a creative genius, and he probably want uh, add contribution on this powerful, magnificent topic. But beyond all, I really want you uh, getting out of this webinar that you get your life design. It's in the screen of your mind. You're gonna have your in the screen of your mind your life. Yeah, this is what I want. This is what I want. And if the opportunity, or if the circumstances, even they are coming to you, opportunity are not in the alignment, you're gonna say, no, no, this is not what I want. No, this is not what I desire. So I don't want it. This is what I want because it is in a perfect alignment with what I desire. I design, right? So I'm gonna pause here. Uh, Dr. Miller, please, I would love for you to contribute and make this powerful concept of wanting so clear for our perfect attendees. Over to you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, dear Coach Jerome, for the insightful contribution. It's simply breathtaking. It's just amazing, and I truly believe that all attendees, you were able to really take it for what it was. It's like it was more than gold. Believe in me, because you have, and you put it so very well. You have in your hand the power of creation, the power of designing life you desire. And this, there is no debate about that. It is so clear. And thank you so much for setting the stage so powerfully. I I agree 100%, 1,000% with everything you said. And I would urge everyone attending this webinar today, please, if you haven't done it yet, tonight, start. Take a piece of paper and start crafting your life. He said it. Your personal life. What do you really want in your professional life? What type of uh, kids you want? Your personal life, your spiritual life, your social life, in terms of growth, of income, money, productivity. What do you really want? And I just wanted to add something that I believe could also contribute in shifting the way we usually look at our lives. And personally, I also used to think that way. You know, one of the greatest tragedy today is not that people fail, it's that people succeed at the wrong things. Many stay in unhappy and fulfilling situations, in jobs they hate, in routines that drains them, in life that feel too small for them, not because they lack talent. No, not at all. But because they are afraid, afraid to take action, afraid to step out of the comfort zone. And you said it very well. Afraid of what society will say. And beneath that fear is one simple truth. Most of them, they don't really know what they want. And that is what fuels their fear. Because when you know what you truly want, you could afford in some situation to say, no, that is not what I want. So I'm not going into that direction. How many people are unhappy in a job they hate simply because they just want to settle for so low? Why? Because they don't know what they want. Some people are even afraid of wanting what they deserve. And some others maintain a mindset of poverty sometimes, a mindset of scarcity. There are people who believe that getting rich is bad, which is clearly not the truth. The universe is abundance. So here is the problem with all these things I said. When you don't decide what you want, society will decide it for you. And there are plenty of examples around you. Not going to start illustrating that. I'm sure, pretty sure that everyone could think about one example of society designing the life someone doesn't want. And society will always push you toward safety, conformity, and sometimes mediocrity. Let's
Yes.
like not sugarcoat things. Most of the systems in place in our society today is just are just designed to put you just on the safe side in a routine. But mediocrity, is expensive. It costs you your joy, your energy, and your potential. But clarity is the antidote of that. When you get clear on what you want, fear loses its grip. You stop worrying about the judgment, about society, about what others will say, because you realize no one else is living your life. Because at the end of the day, that is your life. And you need to dream. It's good to dream. Don't be afraid about dreaming. Dream big. It's your life. It's your dream. It's your purpose. It's your legacy. And no one else could define it for you. Just like no one else could change things for you. No one else could do it better than you could design your life. Neither your parents. Parents will do their best to guide you, but ultimately, it's not even their duty to design your life for you. You need to take responsibility for your own life.
Yes. I 100% agree. Yes.
And you said something that is so critical. I'm not even sure that people realized it. And I'm going to try to say it maybe a slightly different way. We could say that you need three major components. The first being clarity, the second is confidence, and the third is consistency. Clarity, I'm not going to define it anymore. It's what you truly want, not what looks good. in the society we live in, or what is good, what looks good on paper, not what others expect, but what sets your soul on fire. And you talk about confidence. I don't know if people realize it, but confidence is the capacity you have to decide that you will go into the person who can achieve what you truly want. Confidence is not the absence of fear. It's not because I am self-confident that it means that in some situation I will not feel fear. Fear is just a normal feeling. But when you know where you are going, when you know what you want, and you are confident, fear means nothing. Actually, it becomes a powerful asset that you could leverage. So confidence is even what gives you the power to take decision, sometimes bold decision, to act, sometimes against the whole world in spite of fear. And you talked about consistency. Consistency is actually, in my opinion, where the magic happens. Because too many people quit after the first setback. But guys, you will always have setbacks. You will always have challenges. Do you know how many times this guy, why the guy who invented the bulb, why am I forgetting his name?
Edison.
Edison. Thank you so
What's
much.
Edison?
Do you know how many setbacks Edison had to face? The guy who invented the KFC. Do you know how many rejections he got? 1,000 of rejection at age 60 plus. So, in reality, the setbacks you will encounter in your journey is just a test to see how serious you are about what you truly want. Because there are people who want to fool everything. You could fool everything, everyone, but you could never fool the universe. The universe will test you whether you are serious enough to deserve that. So I just want to challenge you tonight. Please stop settling for a life that looks acceptable but feels empty. Don't live for the appreciation of others. Don't live to avoid the criticism. Because remember, whatever you do, there will always be someone who will criticize you. Take note of that. Live for impact. Live for the contribution only you can make. Live for the legacy you want to leave. The future doesn't belong to those who play it safe. It belongs to those who dare to want more, to declare it boldly, and to act on it daily, even when they are not seeing result. And that is why it is so important to get clarity, to know what you want. Because when you know what you want, even in the midst of adversity, you know where you are heading to. And it's really important. So, as you attended this webinar tonight, ask yourself this question and answer it honestly. What do I really, truly want? Not what my parents want, not what my spouse want, not what my colleagues want, not what is easy, not what is respectable, but what do I want? Then write it. As Coach Jerome said, claim it and step into it with faith and persistence, because the world doesn't reward wishes. Someone said that I only know it in French. I don't know what is the translation. I mean the real expression in English. They said that the cemeteries are full of people with strong witches or something like that. I don't know exactly what is this expression in English, but Jerome, you will help me. So the world doesn't reward wishes; it rewards decision, prompt decision. And when you decide with clarity, with confidence, and consistency, you won't just change your result. You will change your life in the process. And that is what I wanted to contribute before we really open the Q&A section, to be able to give you also the opportunity to share with us what you learned from this talk, the masterclass we received tonight. And also, why not to sharing your own experiences, illustrating, or just also if you have questions, whatever it is that you want to contribute. Because remember, whether you are ready or not, you've got to show up, to contribute, to add value, to grow. You must go, because we are all here to go and go together. That is what is our mission. So I would like to open the second phase of our webinar, so that
Yes,
participants.
but before that, please let's give an standing ovation to Dr. Meda. Can you imagine? He is a God sent. Dr. Meda is a God sent, truly. And he just speaks from heart, right? From inspiration. I am very inspired by what he said. Thank you very much. God bless you. Thank you, Doctor. Appreciate it.
Well, you are most welcome. Thank you so much also for the great masterclass you gave on defining what we truly want, what we really want in life. It's so powerful. I'm telling you. Thank you. So I'm gonna open the discussions. Who would like to open tonight? Mrs. Vencesline, are you there? Would you like to to contribute, to share anything with us, a question, an experience, or just some ideas.
Hi everyone. Hi Mr. Shurom. Hi Mr. Meda. How are you?
I'm fantastic. I'm really wonderful. Thank you so much.
Oh, I'm feeling sassy to be with you at this hour and learn about how to be better, how to be more successful in life. And I want to thank Mr. Shurom for this successful webinar. In this week, I watched a video about Oprah Winfrey and Viola Davis, who is talking about how you gonna manifest what you want in your life. And Miss Oprah Winfrey is interviewing Viola Davis about a book who she wrote. This book is talking about how she manifests all successful things in her life. And you cannot imagine how powerful our mindset is. And I just want to tell something to everyone who are here. Just believe in yourself. They have a lot of way to manifest what you want in your life. And I'm be just an example. Today, I manifest what I want in my life, and I'm always smile, always be free, always be happy on every moment in my life. That's all I want to say to you at this moment. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Princess Line, for sharing this. And indeed, when you hear people like Oprah Winfrey saying or sharing insight or interviewing others who achieved great things in their life, and they tell you that this is possible, that you too can achieve whatever it is that you want. Then, for you to be able to connect the dots, it's so simple. What is common? What you truly want? So, this is the key. This is the first step. And that's what we are talking about here. Thank you so much for sharing this because it's really insightful, knowing that like I feel so humbled that knowing that you guys, you are going so fast, learning, watching, seeking the information, because that is what is going to enrich everyone. It's really important, and I appreciate that. I don't know if Jerome, you want to say something about that before we give the floor to.
No,
Uh,
it's okay. It's okay. Thank you, Mrs. La. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you so
You're
much.
welcome.
So Then Jean de Dieu, can you hear me? Are you there? Thank you so much for joining. Would you like um to say something?
Yes, Dr. Meda. I'm going to thank all to be here tonight to this webinar. I'm going to tell us by my position, the question is very deep.
Mhm.
When I ask myself what I really want for the moment, I don't have the answer of this question. I reject the answer, but for the moment, I have no answer for this question because I have some challenge. I have some goals to achieve in my life, but I know that one day I will be the best person in my environment. But my only question now it is what is the way I can choose to have this answer quickly.
Thank you so much. This is a so profound question. And I will bet that a lot of attendees here have the same question, even if they have not asked it. So this is a wonderful question. Jerome, over to you. I know this is your specialty.
Well, thank you so much, Dr. Meda, for giving the floor. And I want to say thank you to Mr. Chandidu, who I know very well. Okay. Thank you. Thank you your for being honest with yourself because, like Dr. Meda said, it is your observation. It is so true for everyone attending here, for the other attendees, that this is the biggest question for your lifetime. I'm gonna tell you, the biggest question. And while I was speaking, I said that it took me 3 years to get this question answered. So this is not a question you can get answered tomorrow or the next week. No. See, what do you really want? And we're not joking here. No, we're not playing with it. No. And we're not talking about settling for the minimum. No. You sit down. Okay, you came to this life, okay? You have experienced certain things, events, okay? You even travel, you see, okay, how the world is going on. You have been involved in so many experiences. Now, with all of your experiences, your background, your desires, what do you really want? When we take all those aspects combined into consideration, time is up for you to take your pen and a piece of paper and design your life. Let me tell you, this is the most greatest exercise. It may take you, and from time to time, you may get your journal update, okay, your desire, your wanting list update, because it may happen that okay, you prefer over in the course of time, okay, your desire changes a little bit. It is normal because you are growing. But to grow, we have to change. There is no question about. The first step is to design what you want to live. So look at your environment, look at your life, your whole life. The number one question you need to ask yourself, am I enjoying my life? Am I happy in my life? If the answer is no, and I'm sure the answer is no for many of us, the priority, the next action is design your life. Why are you not happy right now? Because you didn't take this action before. Then life happened by default for you. So you know you are a good person. You are already a good person right now. Believe me, I am already a good person. Don't tell me that is already a good person. Any one of us is a good person. Everyone is always a good person. But this person is within us. It's once this person wants to express itself. He wants to be visible. That's what you need to do now. You need to make your inner self, God within you, visible. You want to make it express himself. That's why in the Bible, I think there is a verse it said, if I'm living, it is not me, it is Christ. And so Christ is within you. Christ is already within you. So let him shine. Let him express himself fully. That's what you need. So you need to let go of your old version, the version which is not serving you. Actually, right now, that's the exercise. This is a powerful exercise. It is not easy. I'm gonna be honest with you. But if you are so bold enough, but it's worth taking this action because it is about your life. We're talking about your life. We have one life. So far we know one life. You're not going to come here for the second time, for a second chance, for a second opportunity. Okay, like I didn't realize my goals in my previous life. I'll come back. No, this is that's why it is so important, and we need to get away of the importance of this exercise because it is concerned, it is about our life, right? So you already perfect, our DNA is perfect. Ask anyone, ask any scientist, our DNA is perfect. And that's why it wants to express, because spirit want to express fully, right? And that's where our goals stem from. Our goals stem from this perfection within us. So now, this is the biggest shift. This is the starting point of a lifetime breakthrough for you. Sit down quietly in a quiet environment and ask yourself, what do I really want? Don't play with yourself. And the pitfall will be how is going to manifest. Don't care about the how. No, don't even care about it. Just design. Okay, I want this. Don't care about the how is going to happen. This is not your duty. Okay, this is not your business. Forget about how things are going to happen for you. Just write down in every detail what you want. And from that moment on, become an observant of your own life. Be committed. Don't settle for the minimum, and don't even get off track. Okay, you need to be disciplined, and you need to be in the environment like this. Okay, you need to cooperate with people like Dr. Meda, me, and I mean in the environment where you will grow, because personal development material is like food. You need to every day eat this food. You need to eat it. If you do not, what is going on in the world is so big that if you don't consume material like personal development, true material like personal development, if you don't do that, it will consume you. The noise in the world will consume you because your best friend will say, who do you think you are to accomplish this? You know, or something who is very, very dear to your heart. We come to say, oh, don't you are daydreaming. Who do you think you are to do that? Don't do that. Don't let's set for the minimum. Life is so, all those arguments, opinions. If you are not very robust, if you do not consume a lot of personal development material with the best ones, I'm gonna tell you, you're gonna give up because you'll be saying this is not working out. But it is working out for those who are committed, who are bold enough to take charge of your life to become the master of your destiny. Still, the exercise is not simple, it is difficult, but it is it is for your good. And the most difficult part is the how things are going to happen. So forget about the how and be honest with you. Just write it down and believe, and the action will follow. You will be, the universe will compel you to take the inspired action if you are really aligned to the universe. Okay, like the doctor made that manifest me, and I manifest him. I couldn't even imagine that we'll meet up one of these days, right? He did. He's so incredible. Sometimes I ask, how did we meet? Can you imagine that? Yes, because he had that desire planted in his garden mindset, and he was watering this desire in the garden of his mind every single day, and then it's manifest. That's how things manifest. So don't care about the how. The how belong to the universe, and God works in miraculous ways. Just be in the right alignment and be persistent. It's going to happen. But you have to do this exercise for your good. Thank you. Dr. Medam Mayfield.
Thank you so much. I could not even add a single word to what you said. Thank you so much. So I don't know if Jean de Dieu has a follow-up question because it's so deep what you gave as answer to also an equally deep question. So I don't know. Is it fine
Okay,
with
thank you, Dr. Vida. Thank you, Coach Shiro. I very appreciate your advice. I can do it. I will do it. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Okay, so we will now give the floor to Villon. Mr. Villon, are you there? Can you hear me? Because we can't hear you.
Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Hi.
Hi. Thank you for everything. I really appreciate it. I enjoy the topic. This is the first time I'm listening to such a things, and this is the first time for this webinar. And I really enjoy you two guys. But I have some question. You know, we all what happened to our family in our family here, Benin. I have a plan before to do something for my life, but obviously something happened, and that all that plan failed, and I have to start back. But if I have to follow that goal, if I have to follow that goal and follow that plan to reach that goal, it's so difficult for me because it's a lot of a challenge on the way. Now I have to choose another way. It's not a shortcut, but it's another way. to to success. And I start work, and then gradually I have some position and employment everywhere. And I haven't traveled. Maybe there, but the challenge is what? The family is there, but the money to get the training and to follow that plan, I don't have that one now. But if I can do, I really want to do that, if I really want to follow that plan, I must stop many things, and it's too difficult for me because I have a kid, I have a sisters, I have family, everything. Then I must feed them. This is my own case. I must feed them. And what I want to ask is, in that case, what you, Mr. Jerome, what's your advice? Is it going to, is it, am I going to pause, or what can I do? Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you so much, Vion. This is also an excellent question, a sort of dilemma where you have a desire, you have a goal, and then you are not following that right now. And if you must go back to achieving that goal, it would require you, or let's say that it would impact somehow the safety of your family, and then you don't know exactly what decision you would take. I don't know if I summarized very well.
You get it. You get it. You get it. You get
Okay.
it. Thank you. You get it.
This is a very interesting question.
That's it.
Okay, so Guillaume.
Yes. Thank you so much, dear Dr. Meda. But I think you are the best person to reply to this question. But I wanna say a word before you get into it. Mr. Vion, right? Am I right?
Yeah.
You are so lucky. Fortunately enough for you, Dr. Meda and we're creating Positive Mindset Institute. You are so blessed to be here this evening. Why am I saying that? The first action you need to take, and this is a priority, you need to get out of the victimhood. You are in the victimhood. You are considering yourself as a victim. You're not going to get anywhere with that. First, get rid of the victimhood. Okay, my sister, the family. No, doesn't work like that. Take ownership of your life. Take ownership of your life. And you have a great work to do with your mindset. You need to rewire completely your mindset. You are talking about money, you don't have money, etc. All you have these are the excuses. Napoleon Hill wrote about it in this book. If I have money, if I have time, if I have those are the excuses you are making. You will never progress with those excuses. Here we write, we tell you the truth for your good. So get rid of the victimhood. Number one. Number two, you need to rewire completely your mindset. Completely. And you need to be you need to study on a daily basis. Okay? Affirmation. We're going to, Dr. Meda and I, we're going to give you some affirmation that you need to affirm to affirmation are instruction. You dictate to your mindset. Your mindset is responsible for your life. Your mindset is 100% responsible for everything that you are manifesting. It is your mindset. So your mindset is negative. I mean, you turn your mindset to the negative aspect of life. That's it. Then you're going to manifest negative thing. You need to rewire completely your mindset. Particularly when we talk about mindset, we're talking about subconscious mind because we have the conscious mind, okay, which can reject, but our subconscious mind will never reject. It just accept. Right now, your subconscious mind is wide open to any negative information. It's just, garbage in, garbage out, just garbage. So you digest, you consume negative information. There is no money, you are consuming, and it is expressive. It is expressive. Says you consume, it is expressive. You store it, and it is expressive. There is no other explanation to what you are living now. No other. And the only solution you need, Bob Proto used to say, you are the only problem and the only solution. The only solution is your mindset, is you. So you need to take ownership of your life seriously. You need to work seriously on your mindset and get things happen. This is what I want. No matter what happens, I am totally committed because it is your life. Otherwise, you will be saying 5 years, 5 years, I mean, later on, 5 years later, you will be saying, I don't have seed, I don't have, you will be saying the same excuses. I'm gonna tell you, if you are serious, take ownership of your life, get rid of the victimhood, rewire completely your mindset by being this environment, by being in contact with Dr. Meda, etc., be in our environment, but not necessarily our environment you choose, okay? Any environment that will help you to grow positively, okay? And we will provide you with the right and perfect affirmation that you need to dictate to your mindset with discipline. You're not going to do today and forget about tomorrow and expect results. No, and you would, Dr. Mida said, consistency. You're gonna be disciplined and study. Okay. I will ask you to drop in the comments your WhatsApp number if you have one. Okay, and I'm sure you have one. You drop it. We're going to add you in our community. Okay, so that you benefit from our let's say package tools. Okay, so Dr. Meda will guide you more because he's really
Okay.
experienced, talented for that. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Coach Jerome, for your contribution. I just want to ask you, Vignon, two questions. The first one is, what would have happened if you were not there? How would your sisters, your family, and all the people who apparently right now um I would say consisting a load, right? That is pulling you behind. What would have happened? That is the question. And the second question is, are you sure that what you initially wanted, that goal, do you have a burning desire? Because if you have a burning desire, I think that you will do everything or anything that is possible to achieve your goal. We heard here a few months ago the the astonishing story of the man who wanted to be a business partner of Thomas A. Edison. He did not even have money to make it to the city where the office of Edison was located back in the time. He was obliged to take the cargo train, not the train for passenger. Could you imagine? So it means that when your desire is really deep and burning, you find a way to achieve it.
Absolutely. I strongly support this. I back up this. Yes.
And I want to share with you something. Even if you want to play it safe, I think that you could plan to succeed into that thing that your heart really desires. Because a wise man said that if you fail to plan, you are planning to fail. And I think that it's so important to keep that in mind. Now, it is important to have a very positive and a good mindset. It helps a lot. You could not believe the importance, the power, the impact of a clean, focused, and positivity-oriented mindset. It's like a magnet. You attract all sort of opportunities, whatever you want. And you realize that you could easily manifest anything your heart truly desires. So, get clarity, because I have the feeling from what you said that your initial goal might not be even something that is truly what you want. So it's important to question it again and to determine if really is it what I want. And if it is what you want, I think that investing, there is no scarcity of money. Money has actually never been a problem. Because when you set your mind on something and your mind is aligned with what you want, you create the way. The universe creates the way for you. Maybe you talk about a training. I don't know, maybe you could get a scholarship. Like a joke, maybe you talk about that thing somewhere. If you are truly aligned, you are vibrating at the same frequency as what you want. You won't believe it until you experience it. And that's why it's so difficult, for instance, for people who have not manifested really that to believe it. Like, it's so crazy. When you are aligned, like everything in the universe works out perfectly at the right time for you. You don't even have to struggle, to fight, to suffer for that. It just happened, boom. And you wonder how it happened, what happened. So for a training, I'm just saying it like that. You could get a discount, a huge discount. You could get a scholarship. You could even get it for free. If this is truly what you want and you set your mind, you put your mind and saying, okay, that is what I want. You don't actually have to care about the money you need to do that. It will come, you will manifest, it will come automatically. And that's why Jerome was saying that you need to work on your mindset. Because when you work on your mindset, you realize that it's easier than you may have always thought. So, in practice, work on your mindset, work on being more positive, and ask if that is truly what you want. If it is, the way will uncover itself. You don't have to fight for that. You don't have to do anything about that. But now, it's important that when the time comes for you to take decision, do not hesitate to take the decision. When you take the decision, it's like a signal you send to the universe. And this is gonna echo and come back with the matching manifestation, material manifestation. Believe in yourself. Believe in God within you. Believe in the power of your creative mind. You have this privilege to create, to design the life you want, to achieve anything that is important, truly important for you. It will require some discipline in the way you think as well, because your result of today are to a large extent from your main thoughts. So if you have more negative thoughts, then fortunately, what you get as a result will be just what you nurture your mind with. If you have positive thoughts, then everything you achieve, everything you want, everything you do will be positive. So that is what I wanted to add to your excellent contribution, John.
Thank you, Jason.
Now, we have two more attendees. No, one more. Nuruddin.
Yeah, thank you so much, Dr. Meda, for this topic. I just have one question. When I'm in the way of, the process of mindset, what is the tool, let's say, coming.
We can't hear you anymore. Are you still speaking? Can you hear me? Jerome, can you hear me? I don't know if
Yes, I can hear you, but he stopped talking. All of a sudden, I don't know if he's encountering any issues, but he's
Ah.
still with him.
He's still with us. Nordin, you are muted. Could you unmute your microphone because we lost you when you were speaking? Are you still with us?
Yeah, thank you. I come again. I said that, it's very important, when you need to know how you really want in your life to have, to take your own lifeship. So I just need to know now, tomorrow, when I take decision, to achieve one goal. What can I do precisely? If I'm in this way, for example, if I have, one goal in the domain of research, and I take decision to work every day, what is the tool can you give us, to achieve this goal? I don't know if you get me.
Yes, I think that I got what you were saying. So you want tools that would help you speed up your manifestation process when you set up your goal and you want to work to achieve them. What are the tools in development, personal development space that you could really leverage to speed up the process? Is that what you?
Exactly.
Okay.
That is my request. Yeah.
Okay, good. So, if I may start, I will say first of all that meditation is really important. For instance, to calm your mind, to really focus, and to focus your ideas, because we have more than 80,000 thoughts every day. So it's important to really channel the good thoughts that you want. I will also talk about neuro-linguistic programming, which is also called auto-suggestion. So it's important sometimes to, at least that is something that I personally practice, to practice this auto-suggestion, which is a process where you repeat some affirmations specifically designed for the purpose, and you repeat them with faith and the confidence several times over the day, maybe in the morning, maybe last thing before you sleep. and you repeat them with confidence and with faith. And also, I think those are the two things I could share readily now as tools that you could use. And I'm sure that Jerome would like to add a few more.
Absolutely, I can't wait. Thank you so much, Dr. Mida, for the perfect tools you mentioned. They are very effective. And I want to tell to Mr. Nuruddin, so this is a great question. I like the question, right? Because for people who are new to this material, they may wonder what is the practical way to make it happen, okay? So this is a great question. A nice question. Let me tell you something. This material is filled with effective tools. Effective tools. Tools that work very well for anyone, no matter who you are. Dr. Meda mentioned about two of them. Okay, meditation, very perfect tool. Okay, and auto suggestion principle. It is a scientific principle. Auto suggestion is a scientific. Before I added to the list of the tools, I want to tell you something. If you are truly serious, okay, and you want to make your life turn around with this material, you want to go all in. Going all in, it is the secret to manifest everything in your life. What am I saying about going all in? You want to make this way of life, okay, your lifestyle, your lifestyles. It has to become your lifestyle, the way of your life, the way of living your life. So you're not going to do it, okay, 1 week, and live, or 2 weeks. No, you want, like me, I can't live without this material. It is impossible for me because I'm all in. It is my lifestyle. It's how I live. So it is part of me. Number one, going all in. Make it this material your lifestyle. That means that you're gonna be disciplined about the application of the material, the whole material. And before it happens, you're gonna study the material. Number one, to grow, to change. To grow, we need to change. And changing begins with study. Okay, you need to study this material on a daily basis. Okay. Then the next tool is gratitude. Somebody said gratitude is riches, okay? Complaint is poverty. So gratitude, and I'm gonna share, because what we are teaching here, we are practicing. We're not here, we're not just speaking here. No, we are practicing, really, with Dr. Meda. Here is my gratitude book, and I even have 2 books of gratitude, well designed. Okay, every single day when I wake up and my feet touch the ground, the number one exercise activity I do is writing my gratitude. 10 things that happen to me, okay, every single day. Because if you are not grateful, you're not going to get more. This is a life principle, okay? Universe is abundance, but it gives such abundance to those who are grateful. The secret for Albert Einstein, because he's one of the greatest scientific in all time, okay? His greatest secret is gratitude. When journalists interview him, what is your greatest secret? Because he came up with a number of discoveries. He said, my greatest secret is I am grateful. Okay, I am grateful. So you need to be grateful. we're grateful for everything. This is another tool. Gratitude. Then there is another powerful tool. I think this is the top, okay, the top of them. Imagination. Oh my God, this is your creative workshop. You need to create your life. I think Abraham Lincoln said the best way to predict your life is to create it. Abraham Lincoln, I think he was the 34 or 35 president of the United States. He said the best way to create, the best way to predict your life is to create it. And to create, you need a workshop. Your workshop, your imagination is your workshop. Okay, so this is the top. This is among the tools, the top, the best, your imagination, because you are constantly imagining, and you want to prune your imagination. You want to control, you want to be in control of your imagination. Otherwise, you will be imagining negative things that will happen due to your environment, the information, everything that is going on in the world. Okay, so meditation, and it goes with imagination, meditation, auto-suggestion, gratitude, imagination, attitude. Number 5, attitude. Let me tell you what attitude is. Attitude is thinking, okay, feeling, and acting. 3 components, 3 dimensions. Attitude. Somebody who has a good attitude is a person who is thinking good thought, is feeling good thought, and acting in the way in the way toward achieving his goals. Okay, so thinking good thoughts is consisting of thinking of your desire. You wanna concentrate your attention on your desire. I want to get this opportunity. So every time you will be thinking from getting the opportunity, and then you have to feel it as if it's already happened. Okay, and then you act, because you will be compelled by the universe to take inspired action toward achieving that goal. So that's what attitude is. Okay, and beyond all, you need to take charge of your whole mindset. You need to rewire your mindset. You need to rewire your mindset, because your mindset is every time is eating food. Every time it is consuming information. So if you do not rewire your mindset, reprogram your mindset, it is wide open. That's what happened when we were a child, when we were a baby. Can you imagine that? When we were a baby, our mindset, our mind was wide open. And information was just flowing into it, right? It was just consuming information. Whether negative, positive, it was just consuming. And most of the time, it was consuming negative information, dictated from our environment, our family, etc., etc. For years. So I'm talking to Mr. Vion as well, for years. So that's why paradigm shift is non-negotiable task for anyone who want to be successful, authentic success, lasting success. You want to make the paradigm shift. Because from the moment of your conception until your birth, okay, until now, you have been programmed negatively. So this is a huge work you need to do. So you rewire your whole mindset, and you set up a new belief system. Yes, a new belief system. Bob Proctor said that if you frequently reevaluate your belief system, your belief will change. It is so true. When I was a child, my mother could say, okay, we don't do that, we don't do this. But as I grow, as I grew, okay, as I grew up, I why is it that she told me that we don't do that? But I did, okay? And if the result doesn't change, if I mean I check if it is true or false. We have many false beliefs. Eh? Many untrue things, many false beliefs, and we just believe in that. So you need to set up a whole belief system that you are the center, you are the master of your destiny. If you do that, because the result you are getting is the expression of your identity. The result is always the expression of your identity. Always. And results are always telling the truth. That means that something is going wrong inside of you. You need to change it. Simply. You need to change it. And if you change it, you will see the reflection. The result will change. So easy, so true, and so misunderstood. So get on the work, okay? Stay, uh, stay, stay, stay thick, okay? And discipline and persevere. If you persist, you're gonna get results. That's it. But you're gonna make it your whole lifestyle, okay? And belong to this environment. Study, and you're gonna grow for sure. Thank you. 100% guaranteed. Thank you, doctor.
Okay, thank you so much for your insightful answer. I think that it is crystal clear. So we are at the end of our today's success webinar. The webinar focused on the importance of clearly defining what you want in life as the foundation for success. We emphasized making bold decisions, having faith, and consistently pursuing your goals while designing your life intentionally in all aspects. And here are a few take-home messages I would really like to highlight before we leave. The first is that success requires clarity about what you truly want, not the vague desires or societal expectations. The second is that the faith and bold, irreversible decisions are essential to manifesting success. Staying in comfort zones prevent progress. Success is a progressive realization of a worthy ideal measured by ongoing progress in your goals, whatever your goal is. And the three major components for success, I would say, are clarity, confidence, consistency. Setbacks are normals. They will always happen. They are just to test your seriousness about your goals. Society often pushes things like conformity, standard, but true success comes from designing your own life and living authentically. So, a few action points for you is first to write down clearly what you want in every aspect of your life and set timelines for achieving these goals. It's also important to regularly Oh. Do you hear me?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes, of course.
perfect. So it's also important to regularly measure your progress and adjust your plans as needed to stay aligned with your goals, because things could change over time. Your perception could change. You may get new information. You may dream bigger along the journey. Commit to stepping out of your comfort zone. This is critical in pursuing your dreams. And you've got to do it with faith and persistence. So, this is the summary of our today's very interesting webinar that I was so happy and grateful to co-host with my great brother and friend, Coach Jerome Akonyo. I wish you all a very nice weekend.
Thank
And
you.
a very productive week ahead as well.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. God
Thank
bless.
you so much. God bless you too.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Yes, thank you.